What is a Pokemon set? Well, each series is made up of smaller sets. Technically, they're called expansion sets because they expand the game. For example, here are all the sets part of the current Scarlet and Violet series, which started back in 2022. Usually, we'll see a new series every couple of years, while new sets release every 2 to 3 months. Since Scarlet and Violet released back in 2022, we're getting pretty close to the end of it. The releases of the series have always followed the game, so the next one should be very soon in 2026 for Generation 10. Meanwhile, since we get 5 to 6 expansions every single year, here's all the expansion sets that we've seen so far for Scarlet and Violet. These should look familiar to you if you've recently got into Pokemon, whether it's for collecting or reselling. You've probably seen a lot of products from these sets before. Prismatic Evolutions released on January 17th, Journey Together on March 28th, and the most recent was Destined Rivals, which was on May 30th. But you'll notice even after the releases of these, we still do see restocks. We still are able to sometimes purchase some of these products, and that's because even after the release, they do reprints. Reprints on average for mainline sets will last just a couple of months, but for special sets like 151, which we'll explain shortly, could last for a year or more. And that's precisely why we've still been seeing reprints and restocks for that special set. Now, the next mainline set that's going to be releasing is actually a dual set, and that is Black Bolt and White Flare. The official release date is supposed to be on July 18th. Now, we actually already just saw the first ever shock drop pre-orders for these just a couple of days ago on Target, and we're definitely going to be seeing more very soon, so make sure you stay alert. Since we had the early link, the monitors inside of Endurance picked this up instantly and notified all the members inside the group. It was super easy to get these. You literally could have spent as much money as you had. The cookout lasted hours. It was insane. Whether you're a collector or a reseller or both, we just want to help you guys get Pokemon for MSRP. So consider joining with the link in the description below if that interests you. As you can see, there's tons of different product dedicated to each particular series. Just look at how much there is for Black Bolt and White Flare, for example. These products probably look familiar to you if you're just getting into Pokemon, but you've seen Pokemon at different retailers in store or online, and that's because these are products from the latest sets. Every set gets themed products like ETBs, for example. I'll link my video for all important TCG products explained at the end of today's video, so feel free to check that out after. But now, with those basics out of the way, now we should explain what are special sets, as I alluded to earlier. Special sets are unique expansions that often have a distinct theme, focus on specific Pokemon, or introduce limited edition cards. They could be standalone sets or appear as part of a larger series. Some examples would include Scarlet and Violet 151, which features all 151 Cantano Pokemon, and the Paldean Fate set, which focuses on the Paldea region. These sets are separate from the mainline expansions and storyline and often have their own products and release schedules. So a common question is, why does Pokemon do these special sets? Like, what's the point of them if they don't go along with the story? And the basic answer to that is just money, business. And I don't think any of us are really complaining because these are pretty great products. And the reason they have to do these is because special sets get a lot more printing, and so as they're doing these restocks throughout the year for the special sets, the reprints, it doesn't really mess with the main storyline of the mainline sets. And that's precisely why you'll see these special sets continue to restock for over a year, like 151, for example. Meanwhile, the mainline sets only will reprint for a couple of months at most. Now, aside from special sets, let's also get into mini sets. What are those? For example, the Halloween Trick or Trade set or the McDonald's Collection set. These don't really have any rare chase cards since they're more marketed towards children, not really the serious collectors. There's also play Pokemon sets, which could be completed by going to in-person events. These are really just reprints from the mainline expansions, but with new holo patterns and stamps. Then there's also Black Star promo sets. You see, each series comes with a Black Star promo set, which is gradually released throughout the entire release of the series. Sword and Shield, for example, had over 300 of them. Japanese cards have a similar system too, but instead of a star, it's just a black box that says promo, but it's the same concept. So hopefully this video made the release schedules appear less confusing for you guys, and check out this video if you want to understand all the important Pokemon TCG product. And remember, if you want to be the first to be notified when there's a restock, pre-order, shock drop, or anything like that, consider joining Endurance with the link in the description below. We want to help you get Pokemon for MSRP.